Hi there, it's Jennifer from Jen's Little Place, and today I'm going to do week 19 of our scripture art journal, and it is Romans 8:28. And we know that all things work together for good to them that love God, to them who are called according to His purpose. Romans 8:28. And I wrote that on with my Cricut Explorer. It wrote that for me. And I have kind of some things laid out here. I'm going to use black cardstock this time because I haven't done that yet. I'm just trying to mix things up just a little bit. And I've got this purple paper that I have had this collage pad for forever. I don't even know. See, it's Provocraft, but I don't even know how old this is. But it's blues and purples. And it's got such cool stuff in it, so I'm going to use this. And purple's my favorite color, so I felt like I should include that somewhere in my journal. And I'm going to take some black dye ink and just kind of scooch over the top of this. That's a technical term, scooch. We say that here. And just kind of bring out some of that pattern in that paper. It's like a really I don't even know what that paper is made of. I mean, it's paper, but it's really like a linen almost paper. So I'm just gonna kind of scooch across this a little bit with some dye ink, and then I'm going to adhere it with some ATG to my page here. And at the bottom, I'm gonna do that. Just press that into place. And then I'm going to do the same thing with my scripture and put it like right. I'm gonna try to maybe tuck it just a little bit in a place or two. I don't know. Yeah, I think, no, I'm gonna move it up. And then I'm going to try this again. I didn't do so hot with it last time, but I'm going to try this again. I'm going to try to heat emboss this cross stamp, which I've used on several pages so far, but I'm going to use it again on this one with some white opaque embossing powder. But first I'm going to use this powder tool so that the Versamark and the embossing powder won't stick to anything but the Versamark ink. So I'm going to place that here on the side. Press that into place. And then I'm going to use this. This is called Wow brand Bright White Opaque Embossing Powder Superfine. And I don't know a lot about all this, and I basically have learned what I do know from watching some videos here on YouTube. And I'm still learning. So now I'm going to put this embossing powder over here. I use the powder tool, but I mean, I still seem to get some embossing powder stuck to places it shouldn't be, and I don't want that, so I'm going to take this brush and just kind of lightly brush it away from the places that I don't want it to be. And I think I need a little bit more in this one little area. Sorry, I know I did that off camera, but I just sprinkled a little bit more embossing powder on there. Now I'm going to take my heat tool and let it heat up just a second, because that seems to work better. And then I'm going to heat this up. It's embossing nicely. It's looking very pretty, actually. Okay, so that's all embossed, and I'm gonna maybe try to flatten that back out just a little bit, and then I'm gonna take some Ranger Glossy Accents and put it over the cross, just to kind of give it a little bit of dimension. And then I'll have to let that dry, but it just kind of adds a little bit of a 3D look to it without it being bulky. Because I'll be honest with you, my art journal is getting rather bulky, and I'm wondering now if I'm gonna have to take pages out of it pretty soon, because it's getting, you know, thicker and thicker. So, I mean, I can do as many journals as I want to. And, you know, if I have to do 3 this year, then that's what I'll do. I'll just keep continuing on with that. I'm going to let this dry, and then I'll adhere it into my journal. So this is the page for week 19 of our scripture art journal, Romans 8:28. And we know that all things work together for good to them that love God, to them who are called according to his purpose. So if we do what we're supposed to do according to his purpose, then all things will be good to us that love God. So that's good to know. If we just, you know, continue on in our faith and be faithful to him, then he will reward us for that faith. And so you all have a blessed week, and I'll be back probably later this week with this week's verse. I know I'm a week behind. So you all have a great day. See you next time. Bye.